Cops have to deal with all sorts of violent and horrifying criminals in their job. But what happens when it's their own children that they have to arrest
Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit around 15 minutes after the call. Police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road, but the driver was the last person they expected.
Back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is,
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise you I did not.
No?
The very thing 21-year-old Dessa says is that her dad is an officer with the local PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that universally.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
No, I did not hit the traffic pole. This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in...
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No, I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Smoking marijuana isn't the only part of her story that doesn't make any sense. She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania around 25 miles away, and it just happened to fall off right as another car identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Dessa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this. At least that's what she hopes for today.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you hit, that you knocked over. 6-7. Do you have another unit out with you?
You call my dad? He's a sheriff's
All right,
officer.
hang out.
In just this one short conversation, Dessa admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while driving. 3 driving phones that can each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
What's going on?
Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter hit a traffic law. Okay. Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on that car, on the car there, I think it was like the front right bumper.
John explains that Dessa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out, if she wants, you to drive her home.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me come out there and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
Yeah. What's up? So, what she's saying, and where the damage was and everything, doesn't really make too much sense. So, tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, and the scratches here, that's all from the deer that she was officers.
So right now, this is going to be my call.
Okay.
Coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry, John Paul.
Not that dude. I'm just asking.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved. So to guarantee the integrity of the investigation, so far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect and is a great example of proper policing. So it's back to focusing on what Dessa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had 1 drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that you were okay to safely operate the motor vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
You got okay?
Dad! Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
You do stop with this shit, get in the car,
Okay,
you're arrested for DUI. Go ahead.
Have a seat.
In order to try and save his son from prison. In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you, you didn't come to complete the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle.
Nothing in that vehicle. I promise you. I didn't do anything.
Marion.
You won't do anything? Marion Humphrey Jr., son of retired County Judge Marion Humphreys Sr., was pulled over after an officer allegedly witnessed him driving dangerously. Footage shows him swerving slightly after missing his exit. Marion is lit up by the officer and pulled over. He's then told the officer witnessed him nearly wreck his car and is suspected of dangerous driving.
When did you rent the car? Yesterday. You gotta take it, turn it back in a Fayetteville? Don't. Pick it up in Fayetteville? I'm sorry, sir. This is, I'm trying to figure out that you have probable cause to stop me. Yeah, because you're super nervous, so I'm trying to figure out why you're so nervous.
Being a law student, Marion asks if the officer has probable cause for pulling him over. The officer struggles to give a good answer before claiming Marion seems super nervous. First of all, being nervous isn't a crime and isn't evidence towards a crime either. And secondly, Marion actually carries himself incredibly well in this situation. He complies with the officer's requests and asks why he's being pulled over and why he's being held. He even calls his dad to listen in on the entire arrest, something the officer clearly didn't like, as he then asks to search Marion's U-Haul.
Bringing dogs, is it going to hurt anything? Yeah, no, it's not going to hurt anything. I promise you. We just don't want to get shot. Yeah, that's all, and I'm sorry about that. It happens. I know it happens. Honestly, I don't want you to bring a dog because I don't think that's fair to me as a citizen, as someone who, if the only thing I did was kind of, like, I did not almost wreck my car. If you don't want to bring a dog, just let me look in here real quick and I'll get you down the road. I don't like to bring a dog. I just think that's so invasive of my rights, but you can look in here if you.
Marion does an extremely good job of eloquently showing how terrifying it can be to be stopped by the police, while maintaining a calm and respectful tone with the officer the whole time. But regardless, Marion is placed in handcuffs for over an hour while the cops search his vehicle with a dog. According to the officer, the dog smelled narcotics and alerted the officers before even entering the U-Haul.
The dog alerted on narcotics in the vehicle, so I detained him and he's in my back car while I searched the vehicle.
But he didn't wreck his truck.
No, but he almost did, so that's probably cause stop. Daddy, he's arresting me. He's arresting me. Give me your other hand. He's arresting me, Daddy. There's nothing in that vehicle. I promise you. Okay, go ahead. I didn't do anything.
Addictively, the cops find nothing in the vehicle. Marion has since opened up a lawsuit against the officers, claiming they violated his 4th and 14th Amendment rights. As of this video, upload the case is still ongoing.